Joined today by 𝗜혜𝘁𝗶𝗶𝗄, who I don't think remembers that. Well, I know she doesn't remember this, but we have met before. We were showing someone around, and we stopped by women's soccer practice the day they were doing the 𝗫𝗍 test, which is a conditioning test. 𝗜혜 wasn't doing it because, as we'll talk about, she was coming back from some injuries. So when we left there, the folks we were with said, I think that 𝗜혜𝘁𝗶𝗶𝗄 is going to be really good. She seems tough as nails. So, 𝗜혜, congratulations on, in fact, being tough as nails and also having a great season for the Tar Heels, who were in the Final Four.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Do you remember the 𝗫𝗍 test, and how happy were you that you didn't have to do it that day?
I mean, it was very nice not to have to run the 𝗫𝗍 test that day, but honestly, it's worse being injured. So at that point, I'd probably rather run it.
All right, so take us through, because injury's been a big part of your story here early in your Tar Heel life. So tell us a little bit about it and just fighting through it.
Yeah, I mean, you never think you're going to be the one to kind of go down with injury, especially a season-ending injury. So it was really tough for me. My mentality really had to switch. I had to take on a different role that I never thought I would have had to take on my freshman year of college. But I really think it brought out a lot of qualities that I didn't think I had in me, and it really taught me a lot of lessons that I think have helped me this season.
What did it bring out of you that maybe you didn't know until you had to sit there and watch for a full season?
Yeah, I mean, thankfully I've been on the field for a lot of the teams that I've played on, and I've played a lot of minutes. So being on the bench and knowing I'm not going in the game was a huge difference. So learning how to just see what my teammates needed from me and learn what I needed to do on the bench, whether it be bring things to teammates before the game or hyping them up or just doing things that I normally probably wouldn't have done. And I think it's carried over into this season. Even though I'm back on the field, I've carried over things like taking my teammates out to lunch or just doing things that would help them in their game that I probably wouldn't have done before.
Did you see the game, like did you watch the game any differently when you knew you weren't going to go in and be able to compete in it? You just kind of sit back and watch it. Did you watch it any differently?
I mean, obviously I'm watching my team as a fan. I want them to win, as we all want the Tar Heels to win. So I'm watching them as a fan, but I also tried to watch as kind of a coach and see what I saw on the sidelines that could help them, whether it be different movements, different passes. That's just something that I could help them with and have a different perspective. But I was definitely watching as like, I really want them to win, please win, but also trying to figure out what I can do.
What you have done, especially during the postseason, score a bunch of goals. 5 goals in 4 NCAA tournament games. Anson mentioned towards the end of the regular season he'd like the team overall to finish a little better. Why have you been doing that as a team and individually so well here in the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, it's really a team effort. All my goals have been a team effort, and everyone else's as well. I think the new formation we've been playing in the postseason, the 3-5-2, has really helped us play well together. It's helped us combine. It's helped us get more numbers into the attack. So it's just been really fun to play with my teammates, and I think when we're all having fun and we're all playing together, that's when we eventually score more goals.
Okay, if somebody's not a huge soccer fan, like how big of a deal is a new formation, like making a formation change, especially this late in the season? Yeah,
late in the season, it's especially hard. I think it's also a big testament to how well our backs can really transform into that new position and adapt, because going from a 4-back to a 3-back is pretty crazy. You have one less defender against the great attacking teams that this tournament has had. So I think it's a real testament to just how amazing our defenders are, how adaptable our team is, and just that the ultimate goal is to win, so it doesn't really matter what formation we play.
You're going to see Florida State on Friday in the College Cup. You've seen plenty of the Seminoles this year. What have been some of the storylines of the first 2 meetings, and what's going to be important on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, they're a great team. I love playing against great teams, teams that play good soccer. It's always a good battle, and that's kind of why I came to Carolina. So I think just going into this game, we really have to ride the momentum that we've had through this tournament and have the confidence that we beat them once, they beat us once. Like, it's almost a 0-0 draw. We just got to go into this next game with the way that we've been playing and watch film on the last game that we lost and just change things that we think could be changed, but moreover, just knowing our abilities and knowing that we can go into the next game strong.
We've talked to a couple members of the women's soccer team through this season and previous seasons, and something that is always brought up is the culture on the team and how much y'all enjoy being together, and it's competitive but fun. How is that culture, in your opinion, able to be fostered?
Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy culture. There's, you can't really explain it, you can't really replicate it. competitive. Every practice is a battle. You go after each other, but then after practice, you're going and getting dinner and you're going and hanging out. And it really is like everyone on our team loves each other, and you can feel it when you're just hanging around our team the last week. Like everyone is just so happy and so invested and so bought into what we're doing, even if you're not playing, even if you're a starter, if you're injured, whatever it is, everyone is just here for the team, and I think that's really special.
Has Emily Murphy ever done any British trash talk to you, such as either 𝗜ｈ𝘀𝗶𝗶𝗲𝗿 or 𝗜hy𝘁𝗶𝗶𝗄𝗏𝗏?
𝗜hy𝘁𝗶𝗶𝗏.
And you weren't quite sure what it was at first, or whether it was even really an insult.
Well, Murph is one of our best trash talkers,
There
for
we
sure.
go. Yeah.
We love that about her, though. You'd rather have her on your team than on another team, for sure. But yeah, I mean, our team trash talks each other during practice. Like, that's what makes it fun, and that's what makes us competitive. And I think if it was just so serious all the time, it wouldn't be as fun. So I think she and 𝗜hy𝘀𝗶𝗿𝗄𝗏 like bring that to practice and to the games.
I was just about to ask you, who else is in the elite tier of Tar Heel women's soccer trash talk?
For sure, 𝗜hy𝘀𝗶𝗿𝗄𝗏, she's all over that. But
What's she got in the arsenal? Like, what's she likely to say?
I mean, she could bring out anything. You got to be ready for anything. You just got to be ready, yeah. But yeah, those two pretty much.
All right, it is Friday, 6 o'clock. Carey, Tar Heels Florida State College Cup for the right to go to the national championship. You're going to see 𝗜hy and the Tar Heels out on the field. 𝗜hy, thanks so much for your time.
Yeah,
Congratulations
thank you so
on the
much.
great season, both individually and as a team, and can't wait to see you guys this weekend.
Thank you.